Now set it up, okay? I want every single lieutenant front and center. 8 p.m. Bernie, thank you. Got a minute? For you or for Sonny?
I'm not here on Mr. C's
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that because tensions are escalating between me and Sonny and your loyalties are
Do
getting
you know who my
tested.
father is?
No, I don't. You never mentioned your father.
Does the name Maximus Giambetti mean anything to you?
That's your father?
See? Your reaction right there? That's why I never talk about him.
Well, I knew that you were Giambetti, but I didn't know you were his son. And Milo. Wow.
Intimidating. Big shoes to fill. Lots to live up to.
Why are you telling me this, Max?
My father decided he wants to come for a visit, but there's a very small problem. I told him I'm the one who's running the Port Charles mob.
Listen, I am sorry that you're in some kind of bind right now, but Sonny's trying to poach my lieutenants. I need to figure out who's loyal and who's not loyal, and I do consider you a good friend, but technically you're working for a guy who's trying to take over my organization.
What's happening between you and Mr. C is terrible and wrong, okay? If I could do anything to stop it, I would, but I can't. And I kind of got some big problems of my own right now.
Did he agree to help?
Jason isn't appreciating the magnitude of the situation, which is why, busy or not, you have to hear me out so you understand what needs to happen.
Okay, fact. Just make it fast.
Since you know who my father is, you must be familiar with at least some of his history.
Yeah, Maximus Giambetti, legendary old-school gangster. He's feared, ruthless, and deported.
Right. And he's been in retirement in Palermo for close to 20 years. I figured there's no way he could ever even come back to the States.
I think what Max is trying to say here is that he was hoping that Dad wouldn't find out about his lying to his friend.
So what does this have to do with me?
Dad doesn't like surprises. And he's on his way.
I still don't understand what you're asking me to do.
Bottom line, okay? My father got his hands on a fake passport. He's going to be here soon. All of a sudden, he wants to visit both of his sons. The good news is he'll only be here for a few days, so I just need you to help me out.
Hold on. Yeah.
Hey, it's me.
Hey.
I need to see you. Can you come to my studio?
Right now?
If you can.
Yeah, sure. I'll be right over.
Jason, I have reviewed all the contracts concerning the division of assets between you and Sonny, and I can assure you they are
We're going to discuss this later. I gotta be somewhere right now.
No. Wait. I'm not done here.
Okay, can you do me a favor? Just figure out what Max is asking me to do, find out if I can help, and just bill me for however long it takes, okay?
Getting paid to spend time with my God.
Oh.
Why do I love my job?
Oh,
Sweetheart, you look upset.
he should. You think this is funny?
What in the world's going on?
You people have no idea what's about to hit the fan. Oh.
Darling, you are many things. You are tall, handsome, charming, flexible, sweet, gallant. Did I mention flexible? The thing you are not, most assuredly, is a fraud. Honesty and guilelessness are two of your most attractive qualities.
You might want to ask dear old Dad what he thinks when he finds out that Max here is only a lowly bodyguard. Just like me.
How many times are you going to play that broken record, Dumbcoff? Dad was deported out of the country. How the hell was I supposed to know he'd ever come back? For 20 years, we've been the ones who've traveled. Always vacation meant a trip to Palermo, never once the other way around. Now, all of a sudden, he's here and I don't know...
Whoa, wait a minute. Stop, slow down, back up. What do you mean your father was deported? What do you do? Am I afraid to ask this question?
Probably. My father's Maximus Giambetti.
Mine too.
You gotta be kidding me. Maximus Giambetti was one of the most notorious mobsters of modern times.
A legend.
And, so good at his job, law enforcement was never able to convict him of anything. So, they just settled for booting him out of the country.
Why haven't you ever told me this?
It was never a factor who my father was.
But he was your father. And this is a very interesting missing puzzle piece. So go ahead, enlighten me.
Well, after my parents divorced, I stayed in the States with my mother.
I did too.
You have different mothers?
Oh, his was wife number 4.
How many are we talking?
6. 7. Dad's final divorce was finalized the day I left Palermo.
Listen up, Wyatt.
I was going to toss this. Decided not to. Thought maybe I'd keep it as a memento of the trip to Italy I almost took with you.
Elizabeth, I'm sorry.
Then I realized that you actually paid for this, so here, it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it.
I bought it for you. You can, keep it, trade it in.
And do what? Go to Italy by myself? Cash it in and go shopping?
You can do whatever you want.
It never turns out the way I want.
I was looking so forward to going away with you. Spending time together alone, away from just everything that's going on, but now more chaos has erupted because Kate got shot and Sonny wants to start a war, and I refuse.
And I'm sure it's very dire and urgent, and for the record, I realize I am being completely selfish here, but still, I just have to ask. Does all this mean you're never going to have time for me?
See, this is exactly why I didn't want us to start up again. It's not fair, Elizabeth. You deserve a full commitment from me, and that's not something that I'm able to give you. Look, I'm not necessarily proud of what I do, but I'm running things now, and there's a lot of people who depend on me, and if I screw up, they will die. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and make excuses about that because it's a life that I chose, and despite what Sonny tried to do, once you make that choice, there is no turning back. So I can't stand here and promise you that things will ever change or even get better.
Why not just give the organization back to Sonny? Kate's ICU room was Mob Information Central. I've just been working there. I heard enough to know what's going on. Sonny wants revenge on whoever shot Kate. So what I don't understand is what does holding on to an organization that you didn't even want in the first place give you? Why can't you just step down? Give it back to Sonny.
I can't do that.
Why not?
Because things are too unstable right now. I don't trust Sonny to make the right decisions. He never does when he acts out of anger. And if I don't do what I feel is right, and I just give Sonny the business back, and that's the easy way out, I'm a coward.
God, Jason, that doesn't even make sense. Why is it cowardly to let yourself be happy?
With everything I've done, do I deserve to be happy? I just wish we made it to Italy. I told you I can't deal with it.
What kind of an organization are you running here? Doesn't anybody show you respect?